The true laws of life. The law of harmony. The concept of the law of harmony can be interpreted in various ways depending on the context and the source of the idea. Here are some possible interpretations of the law of harmony. 1. In music, the law of harmony refers to the principles and techniques of creating pleasing and harmonious sounds by combining different notes and chords in a balanced and coherent way. 2. In the context of interpersonal relationships and social harmony, the law of harmony suggests that people can create positive and supportive relationships by being respectful, empathetic, and cooperative, and by seeking common goals and interests. 3. In the context of Eastern philosophy and spirituality, the law of harmony refers to the idea that the universe is a harmonious and interconnected system, and that living beings can achieve inner peace and fulfillment by aligning themselves with the natural flow of the universe and by cultivating virtues such as compassion, wisdom, and balance. 4. In the context of personal development and self-improvement, the law of harmony suggests that individuals can achieve success and happiness by aligning their thoughts, feelings, and actions with their values and goals, and by maintaining a balance between their personal needs and the needs of others. Overall, the law of harmony is a concept that emphasizes the importance of balance, cooperation, and coherence in various aspects of life, and it can be applied to different domains of knowledge and practice. The law of reincarnation. The law of reincarnation is a belief found in various religious and philosophical traditions, particularly in Eastern religions such as Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. According to this law, the soul, or consciousness of an individual does not cease to exist after death but is reborn into another body or form of life. The specifics of the belief in reincarnation vary depending on the tradition and culture. In general, however, reincarnation is believed to be a cyclical process in which the soul undergoes multiple births and deaths in various forms, including human, animal, and even non-living entities. The idea behind reincarnation is that the soul accumulates karma or the effects of its actions and intentions throughout its lifetime, which then determine the circumstances and conditions of its next life. The ultimate goal of the reincarnation cycle is to attain spiritual liberation or enlightenment, which marks the end of the cycle of birth and death and the merging of the individual soul with the ultimate reality or the divine. While the belief in reincarnation is not scientifically proven, it continues to be a significant aspect of many spiritual and cultural traditions and has been the subject of philosophical and scientific inquiry. Some scholars have suggested that the concept of reincarnation may have psychological and therapeutic benefits, such as promoting a sense of connectedness, compassion, and self-reflection. The law of wisdom. The law of wisdom is a concept that emphasizes the importance of using discernment, insight, and knowledge to make wise and informed decisions and choices. It is often associated with the wisdom traditions of various cultures and religions, as well as with personal and spiritual growth and development. The law of wisdom can be understood in different ways depending on the context and perspective. Here are some possible interpretations. 1. In the context of personal and spiritual growth, the law of wisdom suggests that individuals can cultivate wisdom by seeking knowledge, reflecting on their experiences, and developing their intuition and insight. This can involve practices such as meditation, contemplation, and self-reflection. 2. In the context of leadership and decision-making, the law of wisdom suggests that effective leaders need to have a deep understanding of their own values and goals, as well as the needs and perspectives of others. They should also be able to evaluate complex situations and make decisions based on sound judgment and ethical principles. 3. In the context of education and learning, the law of wisdom suggests that the goal of education should not be just to impart knowledge and information, but also to develop critical thinking, creativity, and empathy. This can help students make wise and informed decisions and contribute to the well-being of themselves and society. 4. In the context of environmental and social justice, the law of wisdom suggests that individuals and communities need to consider the long-term impacts of their actions and decisions on the environment and on marginalized groups. This can involve adopting sustainable practices, promoting equality and inclusiveness, and advocating for social and environmental justice. Overall, the law of wisdom emphasizes the importance of using knowledge, insight, and discernment to navigate life's challenges and make wise and ethical choices that promote personal and collective well-being. The law of grace. The law of grace is a concept that is often associated with the religious and spiritual traditions of Christianity, but it can also be understood in broader terms as a principle of generosity, kindness, and forgiveness. In the Christian tradition, the law of grace refers to the idea that God extends unmerited favor and forgiveness to humanity, even though humans do not deserve it. This grace is seen as a gift that cannot be earned or obtained through human effort or merit, but only through faith in God and His mercy. The concept of grace can also be understood in more general terms as a principle of compassion and generosity towards others. In this sense, the law of grace suggests that individuals can cultivate a spirit of kindness and forgiveness towards themselves and others, even in the face of difficulties, mistakes, and conflicts. Some possible applications of the law of grace in daily life include: 1. Practicing self-compassion and forgiveness towards oneself for past mistakes and shortcomings. 2. Extending forgiveness and understanding towards others who have wronged us, even if they do not deserve it or have not asked for it. 3. Being generous and helpful towards others, even if there is no immediate benefit or reward. 4. Cultivating a spirit of gratitude and appreciation for the blessings and opportunities that we have in life, even in the face of challenges and setbacks. Overall, the law of grace is a concept that emphasizes the importance of compassion, forgiveness, and generosity in various aspects of life, and it can be applied to different domains of knowledge and practice. The law of soul evolution. The law of soul evolution is a concept that suggests that the purpose of human existence is to grow and evolve spiritually. It is based on the belief that the soul is eternal and that each individual has a unique path of growth and development that involves learning and expanding their consciousness. According to the law of soul evolution, individuals experience a series of lifetimes or reincarnations in order to learn and develop spiritually. These experiences provide opportunities to overcome challenges, learn from mistakes, and gain wisdom and insight. The law of soul evolution is often associated with the concept of karma, which suggests that individuals reap the consequences of their actions and intentions in this lifetime and in future lifetimes. The accumulation of positive or negative karma influences the individual's path of growth and evolution, shaping their experiences and opportunities in each lifetime. The ultimate goal of the law of soul evolution is to attain spiritual enlightenment or liberation, which involves transcending the limitations of the ego and merging with the ultimate reality or divine. This can be achieved through various spiritual practices and paths, such as meditation, prayer, service, and self-inquiry. Some possible applications of the law of soul evolution in daily life include: 1. Being mindful of one's actions and intentions, and seeking to cultivate positive qualities such as compassion, generosity, and forgiveness. 2. Embracing challenges and difficulties as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than as obstacles or setbacks. 3. Engaging in spiritual practices that promote self-awareness and connection with the divine, such as meditation, yoga, or prayer. 4. Cultivating a sense of purpose and meaning in life that aligns with one's spiritual values and goals. Overall, the law of soul evolution is a concept that emphasizes the importance of spiritual growth and development as a fundamental aspect of human existence, and it provides a framework for understanding the purpose and meaning of life in a broader context. The law of Bodhisattva. The law of Bodhisattva is a Buddhist concept that refers to the ideal of spiritual awakening and compassionate action. In the Buddhist tradition, a bodhisattva is a being who has attained enlightenment or awakening, but instead of leaving the world and entering into nirvana, they choose to remain in the world to help others attain enlightenment as well. The law of Bodhisattva emphasizes the importance of selfless service, compassion, and altruism in spiritual practice and in daily life. It suggests that individuals can work towards spiritual awakening not only for their own benefit but also for the benefit of others, and that this can be achieved through acts of kindness, generosity, and compassion towards all beings. Some possible applications of the law of Bodhisattva in daily life include: 1. Practicing kindness and compassion towards oneself and others, regardless of differences in race, religion, or culture. 2. Engaging in acts of service and volunteer work to help others and make a positive difference in the world. 3. Cultivating a sense of empathy and understanding towards the suffering of others, and seeking to alleviate it through action and compassion. 4. Developing a regular meditation or mindfulness practice to cultivate inner peace, clarity, and insight. Overall, the law of Bodhisattva is a concept that emphasizes the importance of compassion, altruism, and service as essential aspects of spiritual practice and personal growth. It provides a framework for living a meaningful and purposeful life that is focused on the welfare of all beings. The law of vibrational attachment. The law of vibrational attachment is a concept that suggests that individuals attract experiences and circumstances that are in alignment with their dominant thoughts and emotions. It is based on the principle that everything in the universe is energy, and that energy vibrates at different frequencies. According to the law of vibrational attachment, individuals emit energetic vibrations based on their thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and attitudes. These vibrations can attract similar frequencies or repel opposing frequencies, influencing the experiences and circumstances that individuals encounter in their lives. For example, if an individual consistently focuses on positive thoughts and emotions, they are likely to attract positive experiences and opportunities that are in alignment with their vibration. On the other hand, if an individual has predominantly negative thoughts and emotions, they are likely to attract negative experiences and circumstances that are in alignment with their vibration. The law of vibrational attachment is often associated with the law of attraction, which suggests that individuals can consciously create their reality by intentionally focusing on positive thoughts and emotions, and visualizing the outcomes they desire. Some possible applications of the law of vibrational attachment in daily life include: 1. Becoming aware of one's thoughts, emotions, and attitudes, and seeking to cultivate positive vibrations through practices such as gratitude, mindfulness, and positive self-talk. 2. Letting go of negative thoughts and emotions, and focusing on solutions and positive outcomes instead. 3. Surrounding oneself with people and environments that are in alignment with one's desired vibration. 4. Using visualization and affirmations to manifest desired outcomes and experiences. Overall, the law of vibrational attachment is a concept that emphasizes the power of thoughts and emotions in shaping one's reality. It provides a framework for understanding how individuals can consciously influence their experiences and circumstances by raising their vibration and attracting energies that are in alignment with their desires. The law of free will. The law of free will is a fundamental principle that suggests that individuals have the ability to make choices and decisions that shape their lives and their experiences. It asserts that every individual has the right to exercise their own free will, independent of external influences or predestination. The law of free will is often associated with spiritual and religious beliefs, but it also has applications in secular contexts, such as philosophy, ethics, and law. It suggests that individuals are responsible for their own actions and that they must accept the consequences of their choices. Some possible applications of the law of free will in daily life include: 1. Recognizing and respecting the free will of others, and refraining from imposing one's own beliefs or values on others. 2. Making conscious and intentional choices that align with one's values and goals, rather than being influenced by external factors such as social pressure or expectations. 3. Taking responsibility for one's own actions and decisions, and accepting the consequences of those choices. 4. Cultivating awareness and mindfulness to become more attuned to one's inner guidance and intuition. Overall, the law of free will is a concept that emphasizes the importance of personal responsibility and conscious choice-making. It provides a framework for understanding the role of free will in shaping one's life and experiences, and for exercising that free will in a way that aligns with one's values and aspirations. The law of one. The law of one is a spiritual concept that suggests that all beings in the universe are connected and that there is ultimately only one divine consciousness that pervades everything. It is based on the belief that all individuals and entities are manifestations of this unified consciousness and are therefore inseparable from one another. The law of one emphasizes the idea that everything in the universe is interconnected and that all beings are essentially one. It suggests that any harm done to one being ultimately harms all beings, and that any act of kindness or compassion towards one being benefits all beings. Some possible applications of the law of one in daily life include: 1. Practicing empathy and compassion towards others, recognizing that their experiences and struggles are inseparable from one's own. 2. Cultivating a sense of interconnectedness and interdependence, recognizing that one's own well-being is intertwined with the well-being of others. 3. Respecting and valuing diversity, recognizing that all beings are unique expressions of the same underlying consciousness. 4. Engaging in acts of service and kindness towards others, recognizing that any positive actions towards one being benefits all beings. Overall, the law of one is a concept that emphasizes the interconnectedness of all beings and the importance of compassion and kindness towards others. It provides a framework for living a meaningful and purposeful life that is focused on the welfare of all beings, and for cultivating a deeper sense of connection and unity with the world around us. The law of manifestation. The law of manifestation is a spiritual principle that suggests that individuals have the power to manifest their desires and intentions into reality through their thoughts, beliefs, and actions. It asserts that individuals have the ability to create their own reality, and that the universe responds to their intentions and vibrations. The law of manifestation is often associated with the law of attraction, which suggests that individuals can attract positive experiences and outcomes into their lives by focusing on positive thoughts and beliefs. It also emphasizes the importance of taking inspired action towards one's goals and dreams. Some possible applications of the law of manifestation in daily life include: 1. Clarifying and setting clear intentions and goals, and visualizing oneself already having achieved those goals. 2. Cultivating a positive mindset and focusing on gratitude, joy, and abundance. 3. Taking inspired action towards one's goals, such as creating a plan, taking small steps towards one's goals, and trusting in the process. 4. Cultivating faith and trust in oneself and in the universe, believing that one's desires and intentions will manifest in the right way and at the right time. Overall, the law of manifestation is a concept that emphasizes the power of an individual's thoughts, beliefs, and actions in creating their reality. It provides a framework for intentionally and consciously creating a life that is aligned with one's desires and aspirations, and for cultivating a sense of empowerment and agency over one's own life. The law of conscious detachment. The law of conscious detachment is a spiritual principle that suggests that individuals can find inner peace and happiness by letting go of their attachment to outcomes and external circumstances. It asserts that individuals can detach from their ego-driven desires and expectations, and instead focus on being present in the moment and cultivating inner awareness and equanimity. The law of conscious detachment is often associated with spiritual practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and yoga. It emphasizes the importance of letting go of attachment to external outcomes, and instead focusing on the present moment and cultivating inner peace and contentment. Some possible applications of the law of conscious detachment in daily life include: 1. Cultivating awareness of one's thoughts and emotions, and observing them without judgment or attachment. 2. Letting go of attachment to external outcomes, and instead focusing on the present moment and the experience itself. 3. Practicing mindfulness and meditation to cultivate inner peace and equanimity. 4. Trusting in the universe and having faith that everything is unfolding as it should. Overall, the law of conscious detachment is a concept that emphasizes the importance of letting go of attachment to external outcomes and focusing on inner peace and contentment. It provides a framework for cultivating a sense of inner awareness and equanimity, and for finding happiness and fulfillment in the present moment, rather than being driven by external desires and expectations. The law of gratitude. The law of gratitude is a spiritual principle that suggests that individuals can attract more abundance and positivity into their lives by expressing gratitude for what they already have. It asserts that cultivating a mindset of gratitude can help individuals shift their focus from scarcity and lack to abundance and blessings, and can help them attract more of what they desire into their lives. The law of gratitude is often associated with spiritual practices such as meditation, journaling, and affirmations. It emphasizes the importance of focusing on what one is grateful for, and expressing appreciation for the blessings in one's life. Some possible applications of the law of gratitude in daily life include: 1. Starting a daily gratitude practice, such as writing down 3 things to be grateful for each day. 2. Focusing on the positive aspects of a situation, rather than the negative. 3. Expressing appreciation for others, and acknowledging their contributions and kindness. 4. Cultivating a mindset of abundance and blessings, rather than scarcity and lack. Overall, the law of gratitude is a concept that emphasizes the importance of expressing gratitude for what one has, and focusing on the positive aspects of life. It provides a framework for cultivating a mindset of abundance and blessings, and for attracting more positivity and abundance into one's life. The law of fellowship. The law of fellowship is a spiritual principle that suggests that individuals can enhance their spiritual growth and development by connecting and collaborating with others. It asserts that individuals are meant to live in community and support each other on their spiritual journeys, and that they can learn and grow by sharing their experiences and insights with others. The law of fellowship is often associated with spiritual communities such as churches, temples, and other religious or spiritual organizations. It emphasizes the importance of connection, collaboration, and mutual support in spiritual growth and development. Some possible applications of the law of fellowship in daily life include: 1. Joining a spiritual community or group that aligns with one's beliefs and values. 2. Participating in group activities and events that promote connection and collaboration, such as study groups, prayer circles, or service projects. 3. Sharing one's experiences and insights with others, and learning from the experiences and insights of others. 4. Cultivating a sense of compassion and empathy towards others, and offering support and encouragement when needed. Overall, the law of fellowship is a concept that emphasizes the importance of connecting with others on a spiritual level, and supporting each other on the journey of spiritual growth and development. It provides a framework for cultivating a sense of community and mutual support, and for enhancing one's spiritual growth and development through collaboration and connection with others. The law of resistance. The law of resistance is a spiritual principle that suggests that resistance to unwanted situations or circumstances can actually strengthen and perpetuate them. It asserts that focusing on the negative aspects of a situation or resisting it can actually give it more power and create more problems, whereas focusing on positive solutions and taking positive action can help to resolve the situation. The law of resistance is often associated with spiritual practices such as mindfulness and meditation, as well as psychological approaches such as cognitive behavioral therapy. It emphasizes the importance of recognizing one's negative thoughts and emotions and learning to reframe them in a more positive and constructive way. Some possible applications of the law of resistance in daily life include: 1. Recognizing when one is resisting a situation or circumstance, and learning to reframe one's thoughts and emotions in a more positive and constructive way. 2. Focusing on positive solutions and taking positive action, rather than dwelling on the negative aspects of a situation. 3. Practicing mindfulness and meditation to cultivate awareness of one's thoughts and emotions, and to develop a more positive and constructive mindset. 4. Learning to let go of attachment to outcomes and focusing on the present moment, rather than worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. Overall, the law of resistance is a concept that emphasizes the importance of recognizing and reframing negative thoughts and emotions, and focusing on positive solutions and actions. It provides a framework for cultivating a more positive and constructive mindset, and for resolving unwanted situations or circumstances in a more effective and empowering way. The law of attraction. The law of attraction is a spiritual principle that suggests that people can attract positive or negative experiences into their lives based on their thoughts, beliefs, and feelings. It asserts that people are like magnets, and that their thoughts and emotions can attract similar energy into their lives. The law of attraction is often associated with the practice of visualization, positive affirmations, and gratitude. It emphasizes the importance of focusing on positive thoughts and emotions, and on aligning one's beliefs and values with the desired outcome. Some possible applications of the law of attraction in daily life include: 1. Clarifying one's goals and desires, and focusing on them with positive thoughts and emotions. 2. Practicing visualization and positive affirmations to align one's thoughts and emotions with the desired outcome. 3. Cultivating gratitude for the positive aspects of one's life, and focusing on positive energy rather than negative energy. 4. Becoming aware of negative thought patterns and limiting beliefs, and working to reframe them in a more positive and empowering way. Overall, the law of attraction is a concept that emphasizes the importance of focusing on positive thoughts and emotions, and on aligning one's beliefs and values with the desired outcome. It provides a framework for cultivating a more positive and constructive mindset, and for attracting positive experiences and outcomes into one's life. The law of reflection. The law of reflection is a principle that suggests that our external experiences reflect our internal state of being. It asserts that the people, situations, and events that we encounter in our lives are a mirror of our own thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. The law of reflection is often associated with the practice of self-reflection and self-awareness. It emphasizes the importance of understanding oneself and one's inner state of being, in order to understand the external experiences that we attract into our lives. Some possible applications of the law of reflection in daily life include: 1. Practicing self-reflection and self-awareness to better understand one's thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. 2. Observing the people, situations, and events in one's life and asking oneself how they reflect one's own inner state of being. 3. Recognizing patterns in one's external experiences and using them as an opportunity for self-growth and self-improvement. 4. Cultivating a positive and constructive mindset in order to attract positive experiences and outcomes into one's life. Overall, the law of reflection is a concept that emphasizes the importance of understanding oneself and one's inner state of being, in order to attract positive experiences and outcomes into one's life. It provides a framework for cultivating self-awareness and self-improvement, and for understanding the relationship between our internal and external experiences. The law of unconditional love. The law of unconditional love is a principle that suggests that true love is unconditional and transcends all boundaries, limitations, and differences. It asserts that love is the fundamental force of the universe, and that it is the key to personal and spiritual growth, healing, and transformation. The law of unconditional love is often associated with the practice of compassion, forgiveness, and empathy. It emphasizes the importance of treating oneself and others with kindness, respect, and understanding, regardless of external circumstances or differences. Some possible applications of the law of unconditional love in daily life include: 1. Practicing compassion, forgiveness, and empathy towards oneself and others. 2. Recognizing the interconnectedness and interdependence of all beings, and treating them with kindness and respect. 3. Cultivating a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the people and experiences in one's life. 4. Letting go of judgment, criticism, and negativity towards oneself and others, and embracing a mindset of acceptance and understanding. Overall, the law of unconditional love is a concept that emphasizes the importance of love as a fundamental force in the universe. It provides a framework for cultivating compassion, forgiveness, and empathy, and for embracing a mindset of acceptance and understanding towards oneself and others. The law of magnetic affinity. The law of magnetic affinity is a principle that suggests that we attract people, situations, and experiences into our lives that are aligned with our energetic vibration or frequency. It asserts that we are like magnets, and that our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs emit a certain frequency that attracts similar frequencies back to us. The law of magnetic affinity is often associated with the concept of the law of attraction. It emphasizes the importance of focusing on positive thoughts, emotions, and beliefs in order to attract positive experiences and outcomes into one's life. Some possible applications of the law of magnetic affinity in daily life include: 1. Paying attention to one's thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, and cultivating a positive and constructive mindset. 2. Surrounding oneself with positive and supportive people who share similar values and beliefs. 3. Practicing gratitude and appreciation for the people and experiences in one's life. 4. Letting go of negative thoughts, emotions, and beliefs that do not serve one's highest good. Overall, the law of magnetic affinity is a concept that emphasizes the importance of focusing on positive thoughts, emotions, and beliefs in order to attract positive experiences and outcomes into one's life. It provides a framework for cultivating a positive and constructive mindset, and for understanding the relationship between our energetic vibration and the people, situations, and experiences that we attract into our lives. The law of abundance. The law of abundance is a principle that suggests that there is an infinite supply of resources and opportunities available to us in the universe, and that we can attract abundance into our lives through positive thoughts, emotions, and actions. This law is based on the idea that abundance is a state of mind and that by focusing our attention on abundance, we can attract more of it into our lives. The law of abundance is often associated with the law of attraction, which asserts that we attract into our lives the experiences that match our vibrational frequency or energy. By maintaining a positive and abundant mindset, we can increase our vibrational frequency and attract more abundance into our lives. Some possible applications of the law of abundance in daily life include: 1. Focusing on gratitude and appreciation for the abundance that already exists in one's life. 2. Setting clear intentions and goals for what one wants to manifest and taking action towards those goals. 3. Cultivating a mindset of abundance by practicing positive affirmations, visualizations, and meditation. 4. Letting go of limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns that may be blocking abundance. Overall, the law of abundance is a concept that emphasizes the importance of focusing on positive thoughts, emotions, and actions in order to attract abundance into one's life. It provides a framework for understanding how our mindset and energy can impact the opportunities and resources that come our way, and for cultivating a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the abundance that already exists in our lives. The law of divine order. The law of divine order is a spiritual principle that suggests that everything in the universe is part of a larger, harmonious, and perfectly ordered system. This law is based on the idea that there is a divine intelligence or higher power that governs the universe and that everything happens for a reason and serves a greater purpose. From a spiritual perspective, the law of divine order can help us understand and accept the challenges and difficulties that we may encounter in life. It suggests that everything that happens is part of a larger plan and that even seemingly negative experiences can ultimately serve a positive purpose in our lives. Some possible applications of the law of divine order in daily life include: 1. Trusting in the process of life and having faith that everything happens for a reason. 2. Letting go of the need to control outcomes and surrendering to the larger, divine plan. 3. Cultivating a sense of peace and acceptance in the face of challenging situations. 4. Looking for the lessons and opportunities for growth in every experience, even the difficult ones. Overall, the law of divine order is a concept that emphasizes the importance of trusting in the larger, divine plan of the universe and surrendering to the flow of life. It provides a framework for understanding and accepting the ups and downs of life as part of a larger, harmonious system, and for finding meaning and purpose in every experience. The law of attitude. The law of attitude is a principle that suggests that our attitude towards life and our experiences can greatly influence our thoughts, emotions, actions, and outcomes. This law is based on the idea that our attitude is a choice and that we have the power to choose a positive or negative attitude towards any given situation. From a spiritual perspective, the law of attitude can help us understand the importance of cultivating a positive and empowering attitude towards life. It suggests that our attitude can greatly impact our experience of reality and that by choosing a positive attitude, we can attract more positive experiences into our lives. Some possible applications of the law of attitude in daily life include: 1. Cultivating a positive and empowering attitude towards life and one's experiences. 2. Practicing gratitude and focusing on the positive aspects of one's life. 3. Letting go of negative beliefs and attitudes that may be limiting one's potential. 4. Taking responsibility for one's attitude and choosing to see challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Overall, the law of attitude is a concept that emphasizes the importance of cultivating a positive and empowering attitude towards life. It provides a framework for understanding how our attitude can greatly influence our experiences and outcomes, and for taking responsibility for the attitude that we choose to adopt. The law of threes. The law of threes is a spiritual principle that suggests that everything in the universe occurs in patterns of 3. This law is based on the idea that 3 is a powerful and sacred number that is found in many spiritual traditions and symbolizes balance, harmony, and completeness. From a spiritual perspective, the law of threes can help us understand the patterns and cycles of life and the interconnectedness of all things. It suggests that everything in the universe is part of a larger, harmonious system, and that by recognizing the patterns of 3, we can gain a deeper understanding of the world around us. Some possible applications of the law of 3s in daily life include: 1. Paying attention to patterns and cycles in nature, such as the changing of the seasons or the phases of the moon. 2. Recognizing the patterns of 3 in one's own life, such as the 3 stages of birth, life, and death, or the 3 aspects of mind, body, and spirit. 3. Using the power of 3 in creative endeavors, such as using the rule of thirds in photography or design. 4. Incorporating the number 3 into spiritual practices and rituals, such as repeating affirmations or mantras 3 times. Overall, the law of 3s is a concept that emphasizes the power and significance of the number 3 in the universe. It provides a framework for understanding the patterns and cycles of life and for recognizing the interconnectedness of all things. The law of association. The law of association is a principle that suggests that we tend to associate or link together things, people, and experiences based on our perceptions and past experiences. This law is based on the idea that the human mind naturally seeks to create connections and associations between different stimuli in order to make sense of the world around us. From a psychological perspective, the law of association can help us understand how our past experiences and perceptions can influence our current thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It suggests that by becoming aware of our associations and patterns of thinking, we can gain greater control over our thoughts and actions. Some possible applications of the law of association in daily life include: 1. Becoming aware of negative associations or thought patterns and working to replace them with more positive ones. 2. Using positive affirmations or visualizations to create new positive associations in one's mind. 3. Surrounding oneself with positive people and experiences in order to create positive associations. 4. Practicing mindfulness and becoming more aware of one's thoughts and associations in order to cultivate a more positive and empowering mindset. Overall, the law of association is a concept that emphasizes the power of our perceptions and past experiences to shape our current thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It provides a framework for understanding how our associations and patterns of thinking can impact our lives, and for taking control of our thoughts and actions in order to create a more positive and empowering mindset. The law of commitment. The law of commitment is a principle that emphasizes the importance of making a strong and unwavering commitment to achieving one's goals and aspirations. This law is based on the idea that by committing ourselves fully to something, we are more likely to achieve it. From a practical perspective, the law of commitment can help us stay focused and motivated in pursuing our goals, even when faced with challenges and obstacles. It suggests that by making a firm and unwavering commitment to something, we are better able to overcome setbacks and achieve success. Some possible applications of the law of commitment in daily life include: 1. Setting clear and specific goals and making a firm commitment to achieving them. 2. Breaking down larger goals into smaller, more manageable tasks in order to stay focused and motivated. 3. Establishing a support network of friends, family, or mentors who can help us stay accountable and committed to our goals. 4. Practicing self-discipline and perseverance in the face of challenges and setbacks. Overall, the law of commitment is a concept that emphasizes the importance of making a strong and unwavering commitment to achieving one's goals and aspirations. It provides a framework for staying focused and motivated in pursuing one's dreams, and for overcoming obstacles and setbacks along the way. The law of dissonance. The law of dissonance, also known as cognitive dissonance theory, is a principle that suggests that people experience mental discomfort or dissonance when they encounter information or situations that conflict with their beliefs or values. This mental discomfort motivates individuals to seek out ways to reduce or eliminate the dissonance. From a psychological perspective, the law of dissonance can help us understand how people justify their beliefs and actions, even when they conflict with their personal values or morals. It suggests that people often engage in various cognitive and behavioral strategies to reduce the dissonance, such as changing their attitudes or behaviors, seeking out new information that confirms their beliefs, or ignoring or dismissing information that conflicts with their beliefs. Some possible applications of the law of dissonance in daily life include: 1. Becoming aware of one's own beliefs and values and how they may contribute to cognitive dissonance. 2. Seeking out new information and perspectives that challenge one's beliefs in order to reduce dissonance and promote growth. 3. Practicing critical thinking and reflection to evaluate one's own beliefs and values and how they may contribute to cognitive dissonance. 4. Encouraging open dialogue and respectful communication with others who hold different beliefs or perspectives in order to promote understanding and reduce cognitive dissonance. Overall, the law of dissonance is a concept that emphasizes the importance of being aware of one's own beliefs and values, and how they can contribute to cognitive dissonance. It provides a framework for understanding how people justify their beliefs and actions, and for promoting growth and understanding through open dialogue and reflection. The law of experience. The law of experience suggests that experience is the best teacher, and that individuals can gain wisdom and knowledge through their personal experiences. It emphasizes the importance of learning from one's own experiences, as well as from the experiences of others. The law of experience is often applied in personal and professional development, where individuals are encouraged to reflect on their past experiences and use them to inform their present and future decisions. It also emphasizes the importance of being open to new experiences and challenges, as they can provide valuable opportunities for growth and learning. In daily life, the law of experience can be applied in various ways, such as 1. Reflecting on past experiences and identifying key lessons and takeaways. 2. Seeking out new experiences and challenges that can provide opportunities for growth and learning. 3. Being open to feedback and constructive criticism, and using it to improve one's skills and knowledge. 4. Encouraging others to share their experiences and perspectives, and using them to gain new insights and perspectives. Overall, the law of experience highlights the importance of continuous learning and growth, and the value of using one's own experiences and the experiences of others to inform decision-making and personal development. The law of fearful confrontation. The law of fearful confrontation says that if you fear doing something and do it anyways, you will soon do a mental flip-flop, and may even become addicted to doing it. As an example, if you fear speaking in front of an audience, but force yourself to do it, the experience will generate an internal release of beta endorphins. These internally manufactured opiates are quite addicting, and the more you do it, the more you will want to do it because what you originally feared will still cause you this rush. The law of group consciousness. The law of group consciousness suggests that when people come together with a common purpose, intention, or goal, they create a collective consciousness that is more powerful than the sum of its parts. This collective consciousness can be positive or negative, depending on the energy and intentions of the group. According to this law, when people work together in harmony towards a common goal, their combined energy and intention creates a synergy that enhances their individual efforts. This can lead to greater success, productivity, and effectiveness. The law of group consciousness can be applied in various contexts, such as in business, politics, sports, or spiritual practice. For example, in a business setting, a team that works together in a positive and collaborative manner can create a culture of success and achievement. Similarly, in a spiritual community, a group that comes together in meditation or prayer can create a powerful energy field that can positively impact the world. Overall, the law of group consciousness emphasizes the importance of working together in harmony towards a common goal, and the power of collective intention and energy to create positive change. The law of personal return. The law of personal return is a concept that has been discussed in various spiritual and philosophical teachings, and it generally refers to the idea that individuals will experience the consequences of their thoughts, words, and actions in this lifetime or in future ones. In other words, this law suggests that the energy that you put out into the world will come back to you in some form, whether it is positive or negative. This is sometimes referred to as the law of cause and effect, or the law of karma. The law of personal return emphasizes the importance of taking responsibility for your actions and being mindful of the energy that you are putting out into the world. By doing so, you can work towards creating a positive and harmonious life for yourself and those around you. The law of activity. The law of activity is a concept that suggests that everything in the universe is constantly in motion or activity. This law is also sometimes referred to as the law of motion or the law of activity and rest. According to this law, everything in the universe is always in a state of movement or activity, whether it is at a physical or a more subtle level. This includes everything from the movement of celestial bodies, to the movement of atoms and particles, to the activity of our thoughts and emotions. The law of activity also suggests that there is a natural rhythm to this activity, which includes periods of rest and recuperation in between periods of activity. This rhythm can be seen in the cycles of nature, such as the changing of the seasons, the ebb and flow of tides, and the daily cycles of waking and sleeping. This law emphasizes the importance of balancing activity and rest in our own lives, in order to maintain health and well-being. It also suggests that we can work with this natural rhythm of activity and rest to achieve our goals and create a harmonious life. The law of denial. The denial of self involves recognizing the impermanence and interdependence of all phenomena, including the self, and realizing that the self is ultimately an illusion or a construct of the mind. This denial of self is seen as a crucial step in the path to enlightenment and liberation from suffering, as it allows one to overcome attachment, craving, and ego-driven behaviors. By recognizing the interconnectedness of all things and the illusory nature of the self, one can develop greater compassion, wisdom, and insight. It is worth noting that the term denial in this context does not necessarily imply a complete rejection or negation of the self or the individual's experience. Rather, it involves a shift in perspective and an understanding that the self is not a fixed or permanent entity, but rather a constantly changing and evolving phenomenon that arises in dependence on various causes and conditions. The law of new beginnings. The law of new beginnings is a concept that suggests that everything in life is cyclical and that new beginnings can arise from endings. This law recognizes that change is a natural part of life and that sometimes we need to let go of old patterns, habits, relationships, or situations in order to make room for new opportunities and growth. The law of new beginnings encourages us to embrace change and to see endings as opportunities for transformation and renewal. It reminds us that even though endings can be difficult, they can also lead to new and exciting possibilities if we remain open to them. This law is often associated with the cycles of nature, such as the changing seasons or the phases of the moon, which reflect the idea that everything in life goes through cycles of birth, growth, decline, and rebirth. By understanding and working with this law, we can learn to navigate life's changes with greater ease and grace, and to embrace new beginnings with hope and enthusiasm. The law of compensation. The law of compensation is a universal law that suggests that we will be compensated in proportion to the amount of service we provide. This law operates on the principle that our thoughts and actions have consequences, and that we can attract abundance and success into our lives by providing valuable service to others. According to the law of compensation, the amount of value we create for others will determine the amount of compensation we receive. If we provide a high level of service or create something of great value, we can expect to receive a high level of compensation in return. On the other hand, if we provide little value or fail to provide service to others, we can expect to receive little compensation. The law of compensation encourages us to focus on providing value and service to others, rather than just seeking to accumulate wealth or material possessions. It suggests that true success and abundance come from creating value for others and making a positive impact in the world. This law is often associated with the idea of karma, which suggests that our actions have consequences that will ultimately affect our future. By understanding and working with the law of compensation, we can create a positive cycle of abundance and success in our lives, and contribute to the well-being of others in the process. The law of psychometric influence. The law of psychometry is a concept in parapsychology and psychic phenomenon which suggests that objects can retain the energy and vibrations of the people who have interacted with them, and that psychics can use this energy to gain insight into those people or events. Psychometry is the ability to receive psychic impressions or information about a person, place, or object by touching it. This law is sometimes referred to as the object reading or psychic touch law. It is based on the belief that everything in the universe is connected, and that energy and information can be transferred and stored in physical objects. The law of totality. The law of totality, also known as the law of one, is a universal law that states that everything in the universe is interconnected and that everything is one. This law suggests that every being, object, and energy in the universe is connected to every other being, object, and energy in the universe. It also suggests that every individual's actions, thoughts, and emotions have an impact on the collective consciousness of the universe. This law emphasizes the importance of understanding that we are all part of a greater whole and that our actions can have far-reaching consequences beyond what we may initially perceive. The law dominate desire. This law states that a stronger emotion will always dominate the weaker one. Every idea you perceive is the beginning of a manifestation, although all ideas are not expressed in reality. It doesn't matter which idea you consciously favor, or even know to be desirable, the stronger emotion will always nullify the weaker one, and the stronger emotion will begin to permeate all aspects of your activities. The law of environmental manifestation. The philosophy behind the law of environmental manifestation suggests that our external environment is a reflection of our internal state of being. In other words, the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions that we hold within us manifest in our external world. This means that we have the power to shape and create our external reality through our thoughts and feelings. The law of environmental manifestation is closely related to the law of attraction, which states that we attract what we focus on. When we focus on positive thoughts and emotions, we attract positive experiences and circumstances into our lives. Conversely, when we focus on negative thoughts and emotions, we attract negative experiences and circumstances. The law of environmental manifestation also suggests that we have the power to change our external environment by changing our internal state of being. By shifting our thoughts and emotions to a more positive and empowering state, we can manifest positive changes in our lives and create the reality that we desire. The law of restriction. The law of restriction is a philosophical concept that is often associated with the Stoic school of thought. It is based on the idea that humans have limited control over the external events and circumstances that affect their lives, but they have complete control over how they respond to those events. The law of restriction teaches that individuals should focus their attention and energy on the things they can control, such as their thoughts, emotions, and actions, rather than worrying about things that are beyond their control. According to this philosophy, individuals who are able to accept and work within the limits of their circumstances will experience greater peace, fulfillment, and happiness than those who struggle against them. This is because the law of restriction encourages individuals to be more mindful, accepting, and present in their daily lives, rather than getting caught up in regrets about the past or worries about the future. The law of restriction can be seen as a form of self-discipline and self-mastery, as it requires individuals to develop a greater awareness and understanding of their own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. By doing so, individuals are able to cultivate a greater sense of inner peace and harmony, which can lead to greater success, happiness, and fulfillment in all areas of life. The law of self-worth. The law of self-worth is a spiritual principle that emphasizes the importance of valuing oneself as an individual, recognizing one's inherent worth, and treating oneself with respect and compassion. It suggests that our level of self-worth influences our thoughts, beliefs, actions, and interactions with others. According to this law, individuals who have a strong sense of self-worth tend to have a positive outlook on life, are more resilient in the face of challenges, and are better able to establish healthy relationships. On the other hand, individuals who struggle with low self-worth may experience self-doubt, negative self-talk, and may have difficulty asserting their needs and boundaries. The law of self-worth is often associated with the broader concept of self-love and is considered an essential aspect of personal growth and spiritual development. The law of growth. The law of growth is a principle that states that everything in the universe is constantly growing and expanding, including our consciousness, thoughts, and experiences. This law applies to both the physical and spiritual worlds and suggests that all living things have an inherent drive to grow and evolve. According to this law, growth and change are inevitable, and it is up to us to embrace these changes and use them to propel ourselves forward in our personal and spiritual development. By recognizing and working with the law of growth, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe, as well as tap into our full potential for growth and transformation. The law of self-truth. The law of self-truth is a spiritual principle that emphasizes the importance of being true to oneself. It is based on the idea that each person has their own unique path and purpose in life, and that the key to fulfilling that purpose is to stay connected to one's own inner truth and wisdom. The law of self-truth encourages individuals to listen to their inner voice, intuition, and inner guidance, and to follow their own path rather than trying to live up to the expectations or opinions of others. It also emphasizes the importance of self-reflection and self-awareness in order to gain a deeper understanding of one's own values, beliefs, and motivations. In essence, the law of self-truth is about finding one's own authentic voice and living in alignment with that truth, rather than conforming to the expectations of others or living in a way that feels false or inauthentic. By doing so, it is believed that individuals can experience greater joy, fulfillment, and meaning in their lives. The law of summarized experience. The universal law of summarized experience is a concept that suggests that our experiences, both positive and negative, shape our perspective and understanding of the world. It is based on the idea that we can learn from our experiences and use that knowledge to inform our actions in the future. From a philosophical perspective, the law of summarized experience is closely related to the concept of wisdom, which is often described as the ability to apply knowledge gained through experience to make good decisions in the future. It is also related to the idea of self-reflection and introspection, as the process of examining our experiences and learning from them requires a certain level of self-awareness. In essence, the law of summarized experience suggests that our experiences are not just random events that happen to us, but rather important lessons that we can use to grow and evolve as individuals. By paying attention to our experiences and reflecting on what we have learned from them, we can gain valuable insights into ourselves and the world around us. The law of belief. The law of belief, also known as the law of attraction, is the idea that our thoughts and beliefs create our reality. It suggests that we attract into our lives the things we focus on and believe in. According to this law, we can change our lives by changing our beliefs and thoughts. The law of belief is based on the principle of quantum physics, which suggests that everything is energy and that our thoughts and beliefs can influence the energy around us. It is also rooted in ancient spiritual traditions that emphasize the power of intention and visualization. The law of belief teaches that our beliefs create our reality and that we can manifest our desires by aligning our thoughts and beliefs with what we want to attract into our lives. It emphasizes the importance of positive thinking and encourages us to focus on what we want, rather than on what we don't want. By doing so, we can attract more of what we want into our lives and create a more fulfilling and abundant reality. The law of dharmic direction. The concept of dharma has its roots in Indian philosophy, particularly in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. In Hinduism, dharma refers to the duties and obligations of an individual based on their social status, age, and gender, as well as their personal qualities and inclinations. In Buddhism, dharma refers to the teachings of the Buddha, which lead to enlightenment and the end of suffering. In Jainism, dharma refers to the moral and ethical code that guides individuals towards liberation from samsara, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. The concept of dharmic direction, therefore, can be understood as the law that governs an individual's path or purpose in life, based on their duties, obligations, and personal qualities. It is the principle that guides individuals towards their highest potential and ultimate fulfillment, while also contributing to the greater good of society and the world. In this sense, the law of dharmic direction is a fundamental aspect of the universal order, which ensures that every individual has a unique and important role to play in the grand scheme of things. By following their dharma, individuals can align themselves with this order and achieve a sense of harmony, balance, and fulfillment in their lives. The law of purifying action. The universal law of purifying action is a spiritual principle that suggests that the universe tends towards a state of harmony and balance. It implies that any action taken with the intention of purifying oneself or one's surroundings can create a positive ripple effect throughout the universe. This law can be applied to physical, mental, and emotional purification, and suggests that by taking responsibility for our own purification, we can contribute to the greater good of all. It is based on the idea that everything is connected and that the state of one's consciousness can have a profound impact on the world around them. The law of karmic access. According to this universal law, whatever thoughts or energy you put out, you get back, good or bad. In order to get what you want, you have to embody and be worthy of those things. It's also a concept of what you reap, you sow. The law of release. The universal law of release refers to the idea that everything in the universe is constantly changing and that in order to move forward and grow, it is important to let go of old patterns, beliefs, and attachments that no longer serve us. This law suggests that the act of release is not simply a passive one, but an active process of letting go and surrendering to the flow of life. From a spiritual perspective, the law of release is closely tied to the idea of non-attachment and the Buddhist concept of impermanence. It reminds us that everything in life is temporary and that clinging to things that are transient and ever-changing only causes suffering. The law of release encourages us to let go of our fears, doubts, and negative emotions, and to trust in the universe to guide us towards our highest good. In practical terms, the law of release can be applied in a variety of ways. For example, it might involve letting go of toxic relationships, negative thought patterns, or old habits that are holding us back. It might also involve decluttering our physical space, simplifying our lives, or detaching from material possessions. By releasing what no longer serves us, we create space for new experiences, opportunities, and growth to enter our lives. The law of ritual. The law of ritual is a principle that states that the act of performing a ritual can have a powerful effect on an individual's psyche and can bring about significant changes in their life. Rituals are often performed for spiritual or religious purposes, but they can also be used in secular contexts, such as in therapy or personal growth practices. The law of ritual suggests that the repetitive nature of a ritual can create a sense of comfort and familiarity, allowing an individual to access deeper levels of consciousness and tap into their inner wisdom. This can lead to personal transformation, healing, and growth. Rituals can also serve as a way to mark significant life transitions or events, providing a sense of closure or new beginning. They can help individuals connect with others and create a sense of community and shared purpose. Overall, the law of ritual emphasizes the importance of intentional action and the power of symbolism and repetition in creating positive change in one's life. The laws discussed cover a wide range of concepts from different traditions and disciplines. However, what they all have in common is that they attempt to explain how the universe works and how we can live in harmony with it. These laws remind us that we are all interconnected and that our thoughts, actions, and beliefs can have a profound impact on our lives and the world around us. By understanding and following these laws, we can create a life of abundance, purpose, and meaning. It is important to note that these laws are not meant to be taken as strict rules, but rather as guidelines to help us navigate our lives. Each person's journey is unique, and it is up to us to find our own way while keeping these principles in mind. In conclusion, the laws of the universe provide us with a framework for living a fulfilling and purposeful life. By incorporating these principles into our daily lives, we can create a more harmonious world for ourselves and those around us.